When I initially played with the Joysent Halo X5, I was a little bit underwhelmed by the paddle, but after making a few modifications, I found that I could get it to suit my play style a little bit more. I'm John from Gen X Pickleball, and today I am talking about the Halo X5 from Joysent. They sent this to me in exchange for a review, no money exchanged hands, and they don't have any control over the content of this review at all, and my opinions are completely my own. As I'm talking about this paddle, I'm going to try to address it from an unmodified and a modified state. The modification I made was pretty simple. They sent some weights along, and I added 2 of them to the throat right here to help move the balance point of the paddle down so that it didn't feel as head heavy. In addition, I added an overgrip. Drives and serves. Drives and serves were fine when it was unmodified. I didn't feel like it played that much differently than it did after I modified it. Of course, I've mentioned this before, I prefer a thicker handle, and so adding the overgrip helped with my feel on the paddle. And then, of course, the extra weight gave me a little bit more plow through on those serves and drives, but nothing significantly more. Again, the weight's acting more as a balance. So if anything, it did make my hand speed on a drive or a serve feel a little bit faster. With drops and resets, the paddle performed just fine in the unmodified and the modified state. I was able to get my third shot drops in and reset the ball just fine. The polypropylene core combined with the T700 carbon fiber, as well as the foam ring around the core, gave me enough feel that I could feel the ball response coming off the paddle, and I could adjust when needed based on the playing conditions. And so, yeah, no real difference as far as I could tell from the unmodified and modified state of the paddle. Dinks and at the kitchen is where I saw a big difference. The paddle always felt slow in my hand before I modified it. And so in its unmodified state, it felt quite head heavy and slow, so that when I got in hands battles and had to counter, I didn't feel like I could get the paddle around fast enough, nor when I was in an extended dink rally did I feel like I could get the head of the paddle around fast enough in order to respond to an aggressive dink. However, after adding the weight to the throat of the paddle, it felt faster in my hand, and I was able to respond to those speed ups as well as any aggressive dinks like I expect with any other paddle. So as far as the quality of the paddle is concerned, it does come with a 1-year warranty, so they back it up. The edge guard feels fine, the grip feels nice, the shape feels good. Nothing is buzzing or snapping or cracking after several hours of play. So quality-wise, it's a good paddle. When it comes to the appearance, I do like the red. It really stands out, and it's got kind of this stippling as the graphics in it, which I think look good as well. They're not overstated, but it's enough to kind of stand out just a little bit. So let's talk about value on this paddle. Right now, this paddle is on sale on Joysent's website for $59.99, and if you use my code GenXDinks, you'll get an additional 20% off, which brings this price down to $47.92. That's under $50 for a USA Pickleball approved T700 carbon fiber paddle with the foam around the edge, with a decent size handle so you can get your two-ees in there if you feel like you want to hit two-ees. It's a high quality paddle that plays well. It's not going to, it's not at the top of the charts for everything, but if you have someone who you want to introduce to pickleball and you want to have a paddle in your bag that they can just grab and play with, or if you're out Christmas shopping and you don't want to spend $200 on a pickleball paddle for someone, I think the Joysent Halo X5 is a perfect choice for you if you're looking either to get your first pickleball paddle or if you're looking to get one as a gift for someone as their first pickleball paddle. Once again, thanks to Joysent for sending me the Halo X5 to review. I've enjoyed playing with it, and I think at under $50 when you use my code, this is an exceptional value. You're getting a USAP approved pickleball paddle. It's got a 1-year warranty, and you don't have to worry about whether or not you're going to be putting a paddle in someone else's hand or getting your first paddle and worry about it falling apart in a few months. The Joysent Halo X5 makes a great paddle for anyone who is inexperienced or someone who's got a little bit more experience and just wants to get away from that original, little $20 paddle, $10 paddle that they bought. The Halo X5 is going to be that paddle for them.
4, 2, 1.
I thought I was going to him. No, but you know what that is? It's when you're standing in the middle of your blue. Who's going to get it?
5, 2, 1.
You gotta go up or to the back. No one's going to do that.
Watch it.
That was good. That was not
That was
good.
bad.